Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Today is Thursday and it's the weekend, guys. It is 25th of March,
Woohoo!
2021, and we are learning about electricity. We learned a lot about electricity. Before we start our new lesson, let me remind you of electricity. First of all, we learned that all things are made up of atoms. This is an atom. Is that right? So this is what?
Yeah.
An atom. An atom contains of protons, neutrons, and electrons. And we know that electrons are moving all the time. They are swimming from one place to another, moving from one place to another, and they have a negative charge. But a proton sticks to the neutron and it has a positive charge. Okay? This is what do you know about an atom and electrons and charges. Now, the second thing we learned about that there is something called static electricity. And we know that static electricity is a build up of what? Hi, Eileen. It's
I
a
know.
build up of what? What do you call
It's
this
like
one?
build up of positive energy connecting
Or
together.
negative energy. So
Maybe.
charges,
Just
positive
like for
build up
example.
of charges. Yeah, Leanne. Sorry, Lean. This
Yeah.
is yes, Lean. So this is a build up of charges. Sometimes it can be negative, sometimes it can be positive. Now here it is positive, okay? So this is a static electricity, but this is not the normal thing because normally electrons are all the way moving. Only if you rub two things against each other, you will make up a static electricity. When you rub a cloth together, what do you make? Static electricity, because electrical charges will build up in a different way. Maybe your hand will get the positive charges, and when you touch the opposite charge, it will make a small shock, just like lightning. Lightning is a result of what? Of a static electricity come close to each other, and they both have different type of charges. All these are understood or not?
Understood.
Everyone, is it understood?
Of course it is.
All right, so after knowing all that, today we're going to learn about how current are happening. Current is, let me tell you first what is current or electric current. Electric current means that when electrons moving from one place to another, we call it an electric current. They are always moving, and when they flow, we call this flow of charges electric current. So first of all, let's underline the vocabulary word. Let's underline
Okay.
it together, please.
Okay, miss.
So when electric charges have a path to follow, as they do in the wire below, they move in a steady flow. This flow of charges is called electric current. So they move in a steady flow. If they are moving in a steady flow, we call it electrical current. Now I'm going to show you how they can move and what is an electric current. First of all, did you finish underlining?
Yes, miss, we finished.
No, Leanne?
No, teacher. No, I didn't.
Okay, I'll wait for you. What about
I'm
Leah,
done
Leah,
already.
Bushra, Lulua? Diala, did you finish underlining?
Miss, then may I read, please?
Mario,
Yeah.
finish. Did you finish, Mario?
Yes. Okay, I'm finished now. 10 minutes, teacher. Miss.
Page what,
I'm
guys?
done. Teacher, I'm done. 490.
490.
Who's writing in all caps? Teacher, I'm done.
Everyone?
Miss, may I read then, please?
Okay, I don't want you to read right now, yeah, Lean.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Now, let's make it bigger. This is a picture of what? This is a picture of a wire. It can be your charger, your laptop charger, your iPad charger, your iPhone charger, or even it can be a wire of a hair dryer or a wire
I
of
have one over here.
nice, a wire.
Let me show. I have a wire. Just a second, and I'm gonna show you all. Here. Okay.
Do you think, guys, you have a damaged wire?
What does that mean? No.
Have you ever seen a damaged wire?
Yeah, teacher, look here. From here, it cuts a little bit. And I
Just
can
a
see
little
a
bit. Very good. Very good. Okay, be careful. This is not useful anymore. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know. Miss, but it does not. When I try to charge it to my iPad over here, wait. When I try to charge it on my iPad, it does not charge.
Okay, can you listen to me carefully, Leanne? I do not advise you at all to try, even to try. It's really dangerous. Yes, it's really dangerous. So if it's damaged, please do not use it at all. Okay.
I every day charge it.
Rayana?
I every day charge
Rayana?
it. Put it. And it
Rayana, can you hear me? Rayana, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Rayana, your wire is not damaged. Your wire is good.
Yeah.
Yes, it is good. Do you know why? Okay, guys.
It's broken a little bit.
Where
here.
can I see
Just
it?
a little bit.
This one is not broken from here. It's not broken.
No, because of... This is called broken. Wait, teacher, do you want? No, there is a little broke. Not from here. Like here down. Every day when I wanted to charge it, it's a little bit broke with me, but it's charged.
Okay, I'm going to teach you about wires today. I'm going to teach you about wires. Yes, yes. Okay, Leanne, you can you keep this wire close? Yes, this is close enough. Well done, excellent. This is close enough. Thank you. Everyone, look at Leanne.
Teacher, why are the wires green, white, and red?
I'm going to tell you. Now look at Leanne again. Yes, Leanne. Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. We took a look. Thank you. Now, listen to me. Wires contains of what? Number one, they are contains of copper wires inside. These copper wires inside, the one that you saw, yeah, Talia, which is in red and blue.
No, teacher, in this one doesn't have green. Teacher, this one does not have blue. This one has red.
Okay, maybe you did not see it clearly, my love, but it contains the blue, red, and green. All of them are there. Sometimes, okay, just give me a minute. Okay, just a minute. I'm really sorry. I need to close the mics.
Okay. I didn't do anything, miss.
All right. So you have copper wires inside. These copper wires inside, what do they do, copper wires? electrons moving through the wire. You have energy goes through these wires. So electrons must go through the wire. Just a minute, guys. I'm really sorry. So electrons go through the wires, the copper wires, so they move the charges from one place to another. And because wires are copper, let's see, copper wires are conductors. They are great conductors. They absorb heat and electricity, so they are good conductors for moving energy from one place to another. That's why they need some insulators to go around them. So when you move these, when you use these charges, they do not harm you, or they do not cause you some damage. Do you get it? Yes, ya Layan? All right, I'm gonna
I wanted to tell you that, you know what's the teacher, I wanted
okay,
to tell
Lynn,
you,
close your mic.
I do not do anything.
Close your mic, Lynn. Yes, Layan.
I wanted to tell you that what's the use of this, what do you call it, of these copper wire.
Okay, what is the use of this copper wire?
You see, when you put it in the place, the one that has 3 holes, and when you put it inside there, or you put
the
a
plug
wire
on the wall.
Yeah,
exactly.
You see these wires?
Mm-hmm.
They move the energy. You see they have something from inside that makes the energy come inside the phone from the wire.
Exactly.
And also, you know why it's a very good conductor?
Yes.
Because over here, if you see, it's actually metal.
Yes, and we said metal are very good conductors. They take or move heat and electricity from one place to another place easily and fast, very, very fast. Okay, girls, my lovely students. So number 1, electrons are energy. They need to be moving from one place to another, and they need conductors to move them. And because they are too dangerous and too hot, they need an insulators to go around them. So you have insulator, copper wires, and electrons moving through these wires. Okay, and Layan told us something really important. Now, the wire, while it's in your hand and you are not plugging it in the wall, it is not plugged in an energy source, so it is not harmful and it cannot do anything. You need energy source. From where do we get our energy source? From where? Look at these pictures. This picture. Who can tell me? Raise your hand, please. Look at this picture. Can you see the wires up there? The wires up there, over here. Can you see the wires? Why they are attached to the houses, and where do they get? Where do they reach? Yes, Talia.
These wires, I think they connect to the house to give it electricity.
Excellent, that's correct. So they are connected to houses to provide houses with electricity, but where do they go? Have you ever seen these wires on the street? They are all along the streets. Where do they reach? Where? Yes, Rayana. Yes, Rayana.
They reach to the place of the internet,
Excellent. Yes.
The internet.
Not only the internet, they reach to the place that generates electricity. So it reaches places with generators that have generators to provide us with electricity. Exactly, Talia, exactly. Well done, Talia. Okay, this picture is page what? Let us open it.
This picture is page 481.
481.
What's it called? I
All
know the
right.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, this one.
These, yes, exactly. We have these towers. Why? So they can hold two wires and provide houses and buildings and other places with energy and electricity source. So it is an electric current can move. Once the electrons are moving from the generators through the wires to the places, we call it an electric current. The movement of electricity, we call it electric current. Now let's go back to the page, our page.
If something happens to those things, the electricity in our houses will go away.
Yes, sometimes it turn off our electricity in the house. Why? Because sometimes these wires can have some damage. That's why they tell you, please, it's the whole neighbor, we are fixing it. Once they fix it, every house will have the power back. Okay, guys, the plugs in our walls in our houses, they have electricity in them and they have energy in them. But to turn them on, you need a switch or you need what? You need a wire for that. Yes, exactly. So we have two types of energy sources, or let's say not energy sources, no, two types of electric current moving. Electric can be using a switch on and off, and it can go all the time moving and moving and moving, just like the one in our walls. But you need a plug to put it inside a wall to turn it on, just like our computers, our chargers. That's why, guys, have you ever heard your mommy or your daddy tell you, please, if you are done charging, take off or take out your charger from the wall? It is much safer. Do you know why it's safer? Yes, yeah, Leanne. Yes, yeah, Leanne. You are raising your hand for a long time.
That's my hand was about to break.
Yes, yeah, Leanne.
You see those towers that Talia showed us?
Hmm?
You see you see in France, Paris, there is a tower called the Eiffel Tower. You know what is the most thing that's like special about it?
Yes.
Is that it's also the first thing that all the towers that's in that page is all about metal, so they are conductors. Second, that tower, if it was off or something happened to it, the whole Paris will not have any like light or something. That tower is the most like important thing for life.
Yes, that's right. Okay, but the Eiffel Tower is not really exactly the same. It has only the same shape, but it doesn't have the same job. Eiffel Tower, they have restaurant and some places to visit, and yes, but our towers that one moves electricity, they are only for electricity, and they always tell you to keep away from these towers because they are really harmful and they can harm your hands or your feet once you are touching them or you are trying to hold them. Okay. All right, now,
Yeah.
girls, I want to tell you that we have many sources of electricity, and they can be chemical, nuclear, or mechanical. All these we can change them into electrical energy. Wires, the yes, wires are conducting and they carry the electrical energy from the generating station to every outlet in our houses or our homes. Okay. Now, these wires may be on poles above ground or buried below ground. So sometimes we have them above ground, such as these towers holding them. Sometimes we have them buried down under the ground. So have you ever heard okay, have you ever heard in the news, please? We have instructions in the streets because we are trying to bring energy to this area or to this neighbor. If they are making a new neighbor, what they are going to do, they are going to dig in the floor just to attach wires and make wires reach the new neighbor, so the new neighbor have electricity. One last thing I want to tell you guys, that batteries have chemical in them. Have you ever know that batteries have chemical inside them? And these chemicals are turning to energy. Now, how do you turn on your TV? You must need a remote for that.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you turn on the remote? Using what?
I know. I know.
Batteries. Excellent, Italia. Batteries.
I thought you were supposed to tell us after I didn't complete it.
It's all right. Batteries. So we need to use batteries. Batteries having chemicals inside them, but it is changing to electrical energy so it can work with the TV. Also, we can turn on many things using batteries. All right, girls.
I know, like what? Teacher, I have a question.
Okay, just a minute. Just let me close the record because our time is up and we finished our lesson. So let's stop the recording.
Bye, YouTube.
A good
Like and
weekend,
share and
everyone.
subscribe.
Bye-bye.
Have a